The most inspiring project I have worked on is the emission trading scheme from the New Zealand government. It was an initiative to implement the Climate Change Response Act, which the New Zealand government has put forward in order to help with the climate changes around the globe. I'm a senior leader with 3 decades of experience as a project and program management professional in both private and social sector organizations. I started my career as a computer scientist, and then my skills in application development management drew me into the world of project and program management. I became involved in the project with the New Zealand government because I'm passionate about tackling climate change. The New Zealand Emission Trading Scheme is the government's main tool for meeting domestic and international climate change targets. It's really like a banking system. The scheme puts a price on the greenhouse gas emissions by charging certain sectors of the economy for the greenhouse gases which they emit. On an annual basis, the sectors must calculate their emissions and submit an emission return. My role was to implement that scheme and to enable the reporting of the emission returns as well as trading the carbon credits needed for the submitters. We had around 50 people closely involved on the initiative. However, we also had to coordinate closely with numerous government agencies in New Zealand. On top of that, there were the main relationships that we had to maintain with the United Nations, so the overall effort included hundreds of stakeholders. One of the other challenges was having to bring all the sector participants, all the emitters, together on a journey and helping those people to see the value of having an emission trading scheme. Everybody started from being somehow negative, but by the end of the discussions, people's attitudes changed, and it was absolutely something which I will never forget. It is the instrument which enabled New Zealand to respond quickly to the climate change, to enable the better lives of the people, especially the people of New Zealand, where the ozone layer is decreasing day by day. PMI has given me an excellent range of diverse opportunity to hone my skills and extend my professional reach. I have volunteered with PMI for nearly 20 years. I had amazing opportunities to meet and network with colleagues and thought leaders from across the globe. Currently, I also serve on the PMI board of directors. For me, one of the big driving forces behind my work in general is really the passion. Now I work for the Ministry of Education, and the education sector in New Zealand is going through a massive transformation to give children better chances to succeed in life, and that environment allows me to grow professionally, personally, and also to contribute something in a different sector, extremely meaningful for New Zealand again, which feels really wonderful for me. Having that drive to achieve that is something which helps me keep going and going and going. Working on the emission trading scheme was an absolute life changer and was an enormous and wonderful experience to be able to be part of such an initiative. We had to pave the way, we had to innovate, and I feel so proud to have been able to make progress a reality in such an important area.